Presbyterian Hospital admits mistakes were made in the treatment of the first Ebola patient, Thomas Eric Duncan, and his family members have been very critical of the hospital since he died. Tonight, some of them went to Presbyterian to stage a silent protest. Fox 4's Phil Alvarado was there, and Phil, they didn't stay silent for long. They're also very angry.
Yes, they are, Steve. The family called it a silent protest, but clearly there is a lot on their minds about what happened to Thomas Eric Duncan when he was here at Texas Health Presbyterian and later died from Ebola. Some of Duncan's fiance's children were here, and one of the things that they tell us is that they want some answers, and one thing that we saw is that there is clearly a lot of pain.
He will make a way.
On the front lawn of Presbyterian Hospital, where Thomas Duncan died October 8th, some family and friends held a silent protest with song and prayer.
We pray, oh God, that you will give people the heart of mercy, the heart of peace.
For the family, it's the first time they've been able to speak publicly since being moved out of their Northeast Dallas apartment on October 6th, the apartment they shared with Duncan.
We're all humans. Regardless of race, ethnicity, or whatever, we all deserve equal rights.
The family was reluctant to give full names or even their relationship to Duncan. They are starting their lives over after being taken out of the apartment where Thomas Eric Duncan lived with them in the days before he went to Presbyterian Hospital with Ebola and later died. His fiancée, Louise Trow, was not here tonight.
Here are Eric's stepchildren, Louis' children, standing here today to send a message. These children are hurt. They are hurt. They are very hurt. They have lost their mother because Louis is no longer the same. Louis will never be the same.
The family and friends are clearly frustrated that Duncan could not be saved. The silent protest boiled over into strong emotions.
Why, if we had the power to save him, why didn't they save him? It hurts, it hurts.
I mean, my understanding was, the person does not start to spread the virus until he or she is symptomatic. And we was clearly around him when he was symptomatic. I don't see, what happened.
The family is angry that they never had a chance to see Thomas Duncan or say goodbye before he died.
And we are remembering Eric for the legacy that he left behind, his love, his tenderness, his quiet but powerful disposition, his love for his fellow man.
Now, the family didn't share too many private details, as you might understand, of what's happened since Duncan died and since they were released from isolation this last Sunday. They did say, though, that the family now has received Thomas Eric Duncan's ashes. They won't say what happens next, whether there'll be a memorial or what. That's something they're keeping private at this time. Steve?
All right, Phil, we saw a lot of people, heard from a few, saw a lot of people holding signs. Did we get the basic message, or are there some others that we didn't see or hear from tonight?
Well, it's interesting because one of the ideas behind this protest was that everyone would bring their own message, whatever was on their mind, whatever they wanted to communicate. And a lot of those posters started out blank. And then as people arrived and as something occurred to them, they would write it down. And they had thoughts like, why was he sent home? Why was Thomas Eric Duncan sent home the first time that he came to the hospital? Why no visitation? And also, why was he not saved when others have been saved? And of course, those are medical questions that others will have to answer.
All right, Phil Alvarado at Presbyterian, thank you.